Yes, we're live. We're live. We're live. I'm so horny. I'm so horny right now because, and I'll tell you why I'm horny, because of SBIT. And hold on, I got a message. No, nothing important. Damn it. Anyway, so look, we're talking about the SBIT, which is basically the ProShares short. Here, let's just go over that. I got a couple frequently asked questions that I want to talk about. And if you guys want to be a part of this and ask me real questions live, I'll be more than happy to do so. I will even put in my headphones to be able to hear you guys if you guys join. So you're probably wondering, what are SBIT and BITI? What are these things? SBIT and the BITI are leveraged ETFs designed to provide inverse exposure to Bitcoin. They allow traders to potentially profit from the declines of Bitcoin. And look, the higher Bitcoin goes, the more I get into the SBIT and the BITI. This is what I do personally. It gives me, that's why they call them leveraged ETFs. It gives me some leverage over what I believe is a bubble, a Ponzi scheme. Now you're probably wondering, what is the difference, the primary difference between SBIT and the BITI? Well, SBIT aims to deliver minus 2x, which is the double inverse of the daily return of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin drops 1%, SBIT is designed to rise 2%, for example. That's, of course, before fees and expenses. Now, the BITI, on the other hand, aims to deliver a minus 1x, a single inverse, the daily return of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin drops 1%, BITI is designed to rise 1% before fees and expenses. By the way, none of this is financial advice. Not a single piece of this is financial advice. More like just trying to educate you guys and keep you up to date. But oh my god, dude! But Tim, if you get bored, man, the link the link should be in the description. If you have any trouble with it, I'll just send you an email with it. Tim Smith says, I haven't had my yard streamed since my honeymoon. Damn, that's hot. Ties Carvalho Silva says, hello. Hello, my good man. I am the Pube Fozzie. Hello, my good man. I am the Pube Muppet. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Let's see. Tim Smith says, 1 second, I'm watching hockey and UFC at the same time. Damn, dude. What a beast. That's a tough one, man. That hockey. Yeah, I'm going to put my headphones in just in case. Yeah, no rush, brother. No rush. Do your thing. Do your thing. By the way, anybody who wants to join Tim Smith and I, it's definitely going to be a bit of a virtual orgy on StreamYard, of course. I'm also, there's a lot of frequently asked questions about, what is the SBIT? What's the BITI? Why are these so important? It's important because it's not talked about enough that you can actually bet against Bitcoin. Something that is clearly a Ponzi and something that clearly will go down eventually. I'll give you an example. If the S&P 500 were to crash, I have a pretty good feeling, it's just a feeling, that a risky asset like Bitcoin would go down first. In fact, go down harder. It would go down harder than the S&P 500 because the S&P 500 actually has a ton of great companies within it. So it's something to keep in mind. But some good apple juice. Hold on. Some good apple juice, you guys. Oh my god. I'm gonna have a little bit of pomegranate juice here pretty soon, but had a bit of a day, pretty fun day. It was nice to be able to drive around and do a little bit of DoorDash and Just so sexy. Daniel Hogendorn says, do you watch gay porn? I do not. I mean, I do like to prank people with gay porn. That is something I learned from my buddy Lambert, which is pretty cool. I gotta see if I can beat my buddy at chess real quick. Hold on. Loving you is just like surfing on a tidal wave. All right. Let's do this. Let's get to it. All right. So yeah, no, do I watch gay porn? I like to show it to people. It's fun. I like to look it up and show it to people. Tim Smith says BRB. Hell yeah. My man. But yeah, if you guys want to join, description, there is a link in the description below. So if you guys go to the description, you will see the exact link that you'll need to click to be able to collaborate with me in StreamYard. You could join Tim and I in our ever loving adventure online. Also, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. OMG. Give me 1 second, folks. I don't mean to be so woke. Why am I so woke? I don't mean to be woke. Did you know that your butt is fresh? I'll lower this down a little bit. A little too much. My butt is fresh. Yeah. You gotta subscribe to the channel. You gotta subscribe to the channel. Oh shit.
Yes.
My boy.
Woo!
All right. We all ready?
I think Elon's been doging Canada. I went to the coffee place and they only had plain bagels. There was no jalapeno Asiago. There was no cinnamon raisin. So I think he saw our bagels and he doged them. And all we got is plain bagels left.
You guys got fucked, dude. Elon's gonna fuck Canada here pretty soon. Oh man, dude, this is insane, man.
Woo! Yeah, so I was gonna say, who I just talked on the phone with was Jim Goad. You know Jim Goad? You
talked to Jim Goad?
Yeah, because he took a month off as censored while he was moving from Georgia to New Mexico, and then he didn't even know. I don't know. I guess he's having a lot of problems, so he wasn't doing a show. And then he came back today. He's doing a live stream, and they had his number, so I just called it. I was on the show.
Dude, that's Pim. Hell yeah.
But it's wild. I don't know the whole story because I missed the first 2 hours of the stream. But basically, he's having all kinds of money problems. I guess he sold his house in Georgia. And then I guess by the time it actually sold, the market had gone down a lot. So, and he's still waiting for that money. And then he moved into some place in New Mexico. And while they're waiting for that to buy the new house he was supposed to get, he didn't have the money yet because the house wasn't sold. So they took some other small place. And now the money they are getting is at what they're, because he's locked in some 30-year lease on the old house. He still has to pay for it, even though he's selling it. Anyway, and I guess long story short, he's got no money. So I called, I asked him, it's like, you got like a Roth, because he's like 63 or something. Like,
Yeah.
you got a Roth IRA? Do you ever make any investments or anything like that? And he basically just said he was done with money and he didn't know about any of that stuff. So that freaked me out. I was like, I've been checking my stocks all day. I'm like, I'm doing calculations. I'm like, I don't want to have to do a live stream like Jim Code when I'm 63, saying that I can't live in New Mexico because he says the food costs more out there and it's hard to get a job. And some woman's telling him to work at the airport. It's like no one knows what's going on. So,
man, my goodness, bro, my goodness. Oh man, so
that freaks you out. Like he's like, oh, I'm an artist. I was a writer. I didn't pay attention to that stuff. So that's what I mean. Like it's not too late for you. You're not 63. You can still like invest. And then when you are 63, you don't have to go do a live stream saying how the market went down in Georgia. You're stuck in New Mexico. Your neighbor's dog is barking at you, like whatever he was talking about.
That's why, man, I'm all about the investment lifestyle, man. I don't understand how anybody couldn't be, because it's like I dreamed as a kid, because I didn't know about anything about public trading or public investing or anything when I was a kid. I just thought, wouldn't it be cool if I owned like as a kid, I thought these things. Wouldn't it be cool if I owned Coca-Cola? I was thinking in a more grander scale, like own the whole company, that sort of thing. Wouldn't it be cool if I could own Microsoft or something like that? And then little did I know, because everybody told me that the stock market was gambling basically, and I shouldn't be interested in it. It's for gamblers and stuff. And I was like, no, day trading's gambling. As I got older, I realized that everybody I talked to was just playing with fear. And I was like, I realized the thing I should be afraid of the most is money as I got older. And I was like, money is weak. It's worthless. It's worth something at the moment, but it will become worth less the longer you hold it, the longer you hold money, at least. That's why I think that productive assets at the end of the day are your best bet, the best way to go every single time. And hopefully people follow my lead, but but like even a lot of people don't even make it that far. They're like someone like Jim Goad, who's like a writer. And, I think a lot of like people like that, like when they consider themselves independent, like investing in the stock market is probably the same as like if they, were working for the government or something. They don't want to be part of any institutions in any way. Yeah.
But it's like, so that's the key. That's why like that Georgie guy, Financialism, like he doesn't get into that many specifics in terms of what stocks he's buying. Like he does that a little bit. It's more just he does like these little blurbs about the mindset. It's like, hey, this person put away $200 a month for 30 years. This person didn't put any, and then now they're 60. Like it's more just like the mental part of it. So I know people like that I work with. They're like, oh no, don't worry, I'm good. Leave me alone. I'm like, well, what do you got? Like even my manager, I'm like, do you got anything? She's like, well, I got my work pension. I'm like, you got anything else? And then now I sent her some links and stuff. But it's like, but yeah, with Jim Goad, it's like, something went, I don't know what exactly happened with his house, and he can't afford, because he doesn't have a lot of income. He's got censored.
One quick moment. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had my kitchen timer go off because I was cooking some mini pizzas in a breakfast burrito.
Yeah, you have a buzzard diet. That's the kind of stuff buzzard.
I will say the one thing about the Buzzard movie, which I was like, this guy eats exactly like I do. He's oh my god.
Well, it's like a small town diet. It's like back in my hometown, like people remember when the guy gets mad at him and he's like, you better go to the store and get me Hot Pockets and a big ass Mountain Dew. Like I've had people say that in my hometown, like they fight with each other.
That's so funny. That really is funny though, man.
What's funny is in the other one he did, Relaxer, someone shows up with Faygo. You ever drink Faygo?
Oh, Faygo, the drink?
Yeah.
I love Faygo. Well, I haven't had. Well, no, actually, I take that back. I've never had Faygo. I like the design of the can. I've actually never taken the time to drink Faygo.
Yeah, because the Asmongold rated like all his sodas, and that, you know, they do that scale like A, B, C, D, and it's like I think Faygo he put like at the bottom. He doesn't like Faygo. It's so funny.
That's too good.
But it's funny because I don't think we have it up here, but it's in the movie Relaxer. The guy shows up with Faygo.
I gotta check out Relaxer here pretty soon. I'm glad you recommended Buzzard to me though. I wasn't sure what to think about the movie for the first 20 minutes. I was like kind of confused as to what I was watching exactly. And I was like, where is this movie going? And then it's one of those movies that actually does get better as it goes along through the movie. But I'm very confused. I'd say 15, 20 minutes in, I still don't know I'm like just so lost. And then it just kind of pieces together towards, I'd probably say more the middle-ish to more the middle is when it starts piecing things together for me. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's not so much the story in the beginning. It's just hanging out with these people. But yeah, those basements. And even those people, like I knew people like that in college. Or just any job you have, there's going to be like the bald guy with lives with the dad. There's always going to be people like that. And it's like they have horrible taste in everything. Everything they like sucks beyond all measure. Like it's incomprehensible that someone could suck this much. But it's like, you know, but it's funny. But but they're sort of confident about it. It's like whatever the worst movie, whatever the worst song is, it's their favorite. But it's kind of
oh my god, that's me. Like everybody hates Nickelback, and I'm just like, dude, Nickelback's fucking tight. You guys suck. But,
yeah, you can have a party zone with a Nickelback poster, but everything's just off. Like in the background, there's a WWE poster from like whenever this movie came out, 2011. But it's kind of a crappy poster. It's just like it came in like a cereal box or something.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It's funny.
But yeah, it's kind of thinking about it. Like he's sort of, I guess, the hero of the movie, even though he's scamming everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But look at all the scams. Like we find out USAID like gave $100 million to Haiti, and like $3 million of that went to Chelsea Clinton's wedding, and another like
how much of that?
$3 million went to Chelsea Clinton's wedding. Another $10 million went into buying her a mansion.
It's money laundering.
That's what it all is. Like when they say like, 50,000 condoms went to Gaza. No, there were no condoms bought. It's just to hand out to people. Hand out cash to people.
Dude, honestly, I love how like the leftists are enraged about Trump shutting down USAID when there's plenty of evidence already just by looking at the budget where the money's going. We followed the money and we realized, holy shit, why are we paying for this as the taxpayers? We don't need to be paying for this. I'm very glad that there's a government efficiency program. This is giving me a boner thinking about it, just because after finding out about USAID, what else are we going to find out? What other fucking programs have been spending our money recklessly? Because this is taxation without representation at the end of the day for all of us.
Well, some judge shut it down today. Some New York federal judge shut their whole Doge down, and he wouldn't give the treasurer access to the documents anymore. But I think it can be overturned. It's just for like 1 week. But now they've got to get lawyers involved. So
that makes me angry because it's like,
and some Obama-appointed judge shut it all down. But they said it might take a week to get it back up again or something. So we'll see what happens.
That's so dumb.
But either way, at least the damage is done politically. And the Democrats, you think they would be like, yeah, you know, let's get rid of the waste. Like instead, they're showing up at these federal buildings trying to get in.
They're doubling down. They're doubling down on their stupidity. It's like, you know, one person who I actually commend, and I feel has been the only real voice of sanity on the left, and I even hate to say this, Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Bill Maher, out of all people, I don't watch his show that often, but like there are clips that I see, and he is done with leftists. He's just done with the woke shit. He's just kind of like this. He's like an older man who realized, God, he basically says, look, I'm a classic liberal, is what he says. Whatever you guys are doing isn't liberalism. It's basically fascism, and he's right. And it's nice to see that even though he's got Trump derangement syndrome, he definitely has TDS. But like, while having TDS, he maintains a fairly okay mind. Like he isn't going like crazy like everybody else. He's just like, yeah, I don't like Trump, but I also don't like this woke shit either, is what he's saying. So like,
Umar's weird. Like he's fine 1 minute, kind of weird the next. But it's like his audience will believe anything. Like they'll applaud no matter what he says. So it's sort of like when he says something you agree with, it's funny because then they'll applaud it. And if he had said the opposite, they would have applauded that too.
Because like his audience doesn't think for themselves.
I don't like his show. I don't like his podcast where he just gets high and drunk and rambles. It's like, you know, it's the worst podcast I've ever seen. I can't stand listening to him when he's like high or drunk or whatever he is. But
I do like it when he gets like really woke people. Like he got what's his nuts, John Cryer or whatever on there, and John Cryer, he's just like getting pissed off at John Cryer the whole time. He's just like, okay, just quit with the woke shit, because I can't remember what. All I know is John
Cryer was talking about trans or something.
Yeah, and he's talking about like all sorts of shit, and all
that's awkward. Even that's awkward because it's like, Bill, this is what it is. This is who the guy is. You can talk for 2 hours to John Cryer about trans. He's not going to change his mind. But Bill's just sort of high. I don't even know. I think it's in his house somewhere. I don't really know.
Oh, it's like in his basement, basically. It's legitimately in the basement of his place, and he just invites anybody who, I guess, is high profile or something like that.
He's had Billy Corgan on from the Pumpkins, and
yeah,
he helped Billy because Billy's got a new podcast now, and Bill Maher helped him get set up, like how to with like technical stuff.
Oh shit!
So
really?
Billy's had one episode from this week. He interviewed Gene Simmons from Kiss. That was like the first ever episode, but he's got a whole bunch of them. I think these were all filmed like about 6 months ago or something. But anyway, one of the guests is Corey Feldman. So it's going to be Billy talking to Corey Feldman. I didn't know Billy knew who Corey Feldman was, but he's going to be on the show. They're going to talk for 2 hours about Corey Feldman's career.
Sancho.
See, I've seen Corey Feldman on other podcasts, but it's never with anyone who's like really smart or maybe ask great questions. Like he was on with Steve-O, and Steve-O's kind of high himself a lot. So it's like, it'll be funny with Billy. I'll ask him like interesting questions.
He needs to be on an unintelligent show like mine. Like I would love to see Corey Feldman on my fucking show. I would just be like singing Ascension Millennium the whole time.
I like the one where it's like, what's that song from like 17, 18? The one where he got in trouble at Today's Show because he had a bad performance. He had to come back. Mm-hmm. What was that one? Don't Stop or Can't Stop or something like that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Corey Feldman.
I think there was a rap guest in there. There's like a rapper.
Go For It. It's called Go For It.
Oh yeah, Go For It. Okay, I think it was like was it like Snoop Dogg's kid or something like that? Or
I think it was the actual Snoop Dogg was on it.
Yeah. I can't remember if like he had a rapper, I think, on that one as a guest, and I'm trying to remember who it was.
I think it was the actual Snoop Dogg, but then that was in the recording. I think on the live show he brought on someone else, but that song got stuck in my head for like a year. Go For It.
I remember Gavin was playing it. I think it was either Gavin or somebody else was playing it on their show. It might have even been. Oh, it wasn't. I don't know if it was Gavin. It might have been actually. It might have been Anthony Cumia and Gavin.
No, Anthony Cumia is obsessed with Feldman. So
dude, he loves Feldman so much. I love watching his reactions to Corey Feldman music videos or anything Corey Feldman related, because Anthony Cumia's reactions are just gold. Like I could watch that man react to anything.
The thing about Feldman is he like when that all happened, like people were finding out for the first time that he even did music. Like 90% of people didn't know. Not only did he do it, he's been doing music for like 30 years. Like he put out a box set of like 30 years of his stuff that no one even knew he was doing. It's so fun. I knew he was doing it because he did an interview with that, Nardwuar, the human serviette. That guy in Canada.
Nardwuar. Yeah,
Yeah, he did a Nardwuar interview once by phone, which it's only audio, but I think it's probably online, but it's hysterically funny. Because he's like reading Corey Feldman back his lyrics and trying to figure out, like, is this one about Marilyn Manson? It's so funny.
Oh man.
But yeah, so people were, I knew he did music. I didn't know how much though. But apparently he's been doing music since the 80s.
Insane. It's insane. Like, and I remember Kumia was saying that, like, he's like, you know, this is proof that people end up becoming what's the word? What was the word he said? He's like, they become the person who touched them inappropriately. Like, so he was like saying the reason he's becoming Michael Jackson with all the Michael Jackson dance moves and stuff is because he's like, yeah, because he's just like, you want to become the person who I can't remember exactly how he said it, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. I heard some of his older music, but I never really connected it with Michael Jackson. But the older he got, it seemed like he's become more like Michael Jackson than when he was younger. Actually, Nardwuar asked him about that. He's like asking him if he still wears a Michael Jackson glove or something like that. And he's like sometimes. Then Nardwuar's like, well, recently you were spotted at the Purple Onion nightclub in Vancouver dancing to Michael Jackson. And he's like, so what's your point? He's like, you still got it, Corey. You still got the Michael Jackson energy. And he's like, all that means is that I was on the dance floor and I'm not going to get off just because Michael Jackson comes out. So he sort of distanced himself from it in the past. But now when you watch him, he seems like 100% Michael Jackson. I saw the one where Kumia showed where I think he stepped on like the microphone stand or something and it bounced back and it hit him right in the face.
Yeah, in his tooth or something like that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, dude.
But yeah, Go For It got stuck in my head. That was my mantra when I was trying to finish college. I just kept thinking of Go For It, and I was able to do it. Corey Feldman helped me through college.
It's too fucking good.
But yeah, this Jim Gope thing, it's not even so much the specifics of what he was saying. It's like, okay, we get it. He's a writer. He has limited income streams. Like, he does a lot of editing for people's like articles and stuff like that. And he's got his censored. I don't know how much he makes off censored. But like he said, he paid like 15 grand in taxes last year. So he must make like what, 100 grand or more, I'm guessing?
He said 15 grand in taxes. Well, federal tax rate, let's see, is 12% for most people. But if he's making fat amounts of money, then he's probably in the bracket where he gets like taxed, like, I don't know, 15 or 16%. There's a certain bracket that you reach. I can't remember how high it is, but he makes probably quite a bit of money.
That's what I don't understand. I'm thinking of direct messaging him. It's like, what are you spending on? It's like he had a house. Okay, there's probably that. But it was in rural Georgia. It wasn't like a huge house. It was a good-sized property, though. He has like 1 or 2 vehicles. Him and his wife was like a nurse. Or I think it's his wife. It's like his second, whatever his current girl he's with. And she's like maybe in her 50s, but I think she does nursing. So it's like they had some income. And he's paid some child support. And I think he pays some medical insurance and stuff like that. But still, that shouldn't be like that much, especially if it's 2 income. So I don't know what he said. So I asked him, hey, well, why don't you get an apartment instead of a house? And he gives me like a boomer answer, like, well, I don't want to live in an apartment. I'm like, well, I'm just trying to like help you so you're not on the street. That's all we're trying to do here. So.
That's fucking wild, man. The thing is, you know what I don't get is smart people, like very intelligent people. Like, I think you're a pretty intelligent person if you can write for a living, like especially in a way that you can communicate with others and that people want to read your shit. But here's the thing. Creative people, like who are really, really creative, hate money and anything to do with money. Even if I tell them it's like, well, what I do really doesn't have anything to do with money. It has everything to do with assets and gathering assets. And then the assets give you money to basically be a lazy piece of shit. And that's pretty much how I describe it. Like, if people want a layman answer to how I invest so I could be a lazy cunt.
Yeah.
I work hard right now, and then I invest, and then the dividends allow me to be the lazy piece of shit. You know, like, I don't know. That's the way I look at it. And it's just like, assets are basically there to serve you. Like, productive assets are there to serve you. And as long as if you betray those assets, though, by selling them, if you sell the assets, you betrayed the assets. They're never gonna give you a dividend again. They don't care. They're gonna take a shit in your lawn. They're just kidding. But I think I made my point there.
But it's not even like the specifics. It's more just a look on his face. Like it's a certain look where someone's like just sort of bewildered. They're not sure what to do now. They don't have any retirement savings. Like I don't know how much he gets from censored. I'm gonna guess because Gavin's kind of a cheap bastard, and he was doing like one show a week. Let's say he gets $1,000. Let's say he gets $4,000 a month. Because Censored's got about 30,000 subs. Maybe it's more now since Anthony Kumi joined, but I don't know. Anyway, let's say Jimbo gets $4,000 a month. So, like, what is that at the end of the year? That's maybe let's say after taxes and all that. But what was he getting? See, he sells books too, but maybe those have slowed down. Mm-hmm. So I don't know his old. But if he was making six figures, like I don't know. I don't understand his expenses. I don't understand all this. But the point is, he was saying he's broke and he needs more income, basically. And like you're like 63. That's what I mean. Like let's say I don't do any investing. Let's say I take my whatever I've got, my 35,000 or whatever in stocks, and let's just say I start buying arcade 1-ups. I go to Vegas once a month, and let's say it's all gone in about like 6 months. And then I figure, well, like when I get to 63, I'm going to be looking for a second job because maybe my pension's only going to be $1,800 a month. I don't know. It's just like that look on his face. I don't want to have that look when I'm 63.
Yeah,
that's why I just like investing.
Because like if you don't have any assets and you can't work anymore, it's like, damn.
Yeah, because I think you said he was having some health issues. Because now he's getting headaches and insomnia. Because now he's in New Mexico, which the elevation is a lot higher than where he was in Georgia. So I think he's not dealing well with the pressure and the elevation or something like that being up there. And there's like Mexican gang members out there who just murders his neighbor's cats and they steal your car tires and stuff. So I don't know. He said he didn't really think the move through or something. He's got all this stuff in storage because the place they're in that was supposed to be temporary was already furnished. So now 90% of their stuff is in storage. Because that's what I mean. Boomers would never think to just sell all that crap. It's like you don't need all this crap. Like that, my old landlord, when she lost her job in like 62, trying to figure out what she's going to do. I'm like, you've got like an entire house full of crap you don't even need. So I think she was able to sell some of it. I don't know. The rest ended up in storage. It's like, get rid of this crap. Like I got some stuff, I guess, but it's like a lot of like artwork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got like some furniture that I paid almost nothing for and or free. But I mean, if there was in a situation, like I have no problem selling a chair or a table, like get rid of it if I've got to move into a small, like whatever, But boomers want to hang on to all this crap, so I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. He's an artist, There's people like that who, sometimes it's athletes. They don't really understand it. They have a financial manager and they don't know what's going on there. But it's just like
I think and I think people think that finance has to be complicated, and that's what pisses me off the most. We've been sold a lie in the media that finance has to be. You can invest like a rich person, and when I tell people that, they're like, "But I'm not rich. How can I invest like a rich person?" You can invest like a rich person at a smaller scale.
Yeah,
I copy Warren Buffett for the most part. I'm not really going to say that because he's not the biggest fan of diversification in the world. But for instance, I have companies that Warren Buffett invests in. Coca-Cola, there was like a gold company. I can't remember the name of it. Apple, you name it. All these different investments. I copy good investors who are long-term investors. That's all you have to do. And it's like, it's not like even if you don't want to copy them, you can just get an index. You can get an S&P 500 index. You can get an index that exposes you to international stocks, the entire international market, really. It's crazy. The level, it's so much easier to invest now than it's ever been. But the sad part about it is I love Robinhood, but I also hate Robinhood, the app. It's a brokerage, but the reason I love it and I hate it, I love it because they pioneered the no commission trading. They pioneered that. They really did. But I also hate them because they encourage millennials and Gen Zers to basically gamble and swing trade and day trade on stupid shit.
Yeah.
And they really promote crypto. That hurts my soul so much. Oh. But
shout her in the chat. Hi, Jenny Archer. Jenny Archer.
yeah, let's give Jenny Archer a shout out. Hello, Jenny.
What's your question, Jenny? Go ahead.
You got a question? Any question?
But it's like with Jim, if he had just put $500 a month in VT every month for the last 10 years, he'd have like $100,000 right now, which you could use for whatever this new house he's trying to get or whatever he's trying to do. It's like, or he could take that $100,000, sell the VT, put it into a high yield ETF, and get like $1,000 a month, or something like that. He could have put it all into a Roth IRA, and it's just like, but instead, I remember they went on some trips. I don't know where they went. I can't remember. They went on a trip here. They went on a trip there. It's just like, so I don't know. But I mean, if that's how much he's making, plus his wife, I think, is doing nursing. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, he was having health problems. That's what I mean. But it freaked me out. I've been looking at my stocks. I just did a big rebalancing in my ETFs. Some had gotten worth more than others. So I'm kind of rebalancing some stuff out so it's the same. But it's just like, but that's like, yeah, I'm staying on top of it.
It's funny. I understand the purpose of rebalancing a portfolio, but I never do it. Like my portfolio is all over the place. I've got bond ETFs. I've got stock ETFs.
But my problem is I wasn't diversified enough. Everything was concentrated in just a few things. So now I'm spreading out more. So say I got $14,000 of something. I'll sell 4 and put it in something else and keep 10 of the other one. Try and build the new thing up to 10. So it's just like, but it was too, yeah. So normally I agree with you. It's just I was a little too concentrated on a few things.
Yeah, and spreading out your risk is a good thing, man. John D. Rockefeller was all about spreading out your risk, and that's another. Oddly enough, John D. Rockefeller is another one of my investment idols. He's definitely, I think he's seen in a negative lens for sure. He was a ruthless person, I will say that. But as far as an investor goes, sure, was he probably kind of like Hitler as a person? I don't know. But as an investor, though, he was a smart motherfucker when it came to his investment strategies. And it was basically buy and hold, anything that's productive, anything that pays me a dividend, any way that I could spread out my risk, I'm going to do it, is basically what he did. And it's simple, but it's effective. And I hate shows like Jim Cramer, Mad Money Jim Cramer. I used to like that show because I watched it. It's like how I watched the WWE. I know it's not real, but it's fun to watch. It's how I feel about Jim Cramer. I feel like none of his advice is valid or real, but he's fun to watch.
It's not relevant to the average person. It's relevant if you're throwing around millions a day and you want to know what he thinks might go up Tuesday and then down Wednesday. Otherwise, there's not, for the average person, what are you going to make? $1.75 off his advice? Even if you do everything he says, unless you're throwing around millions. But Martin Shkreli, he worked for Jim Cramer when he was younger, in New York. Yeah, he was sort of, that's who he worked under initially when he got into some investment firm.
That's insane.
He said Cramer's not bad. He's sort of right more times than he's wrong. He kind of likes Jim Cramer. But that's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. On TV, it's just sort of I don't know, he tells you investing stuff, it seems to go down. There's no consequences. He's just sort of on there. But yeah, it's a lot of just, here's what's happening this week. It's okay, well, if you're throwing around millions of dollars and what's happening this week is going to make you $50,000, then it's worth it. But for the average person, you're going to be doing all this work and paying fees maybe, and just to make $1.50, it doesn't matter.
Oh man.
But it could not be more easier to invest than ever. That's what I mean. Someone like Jim Goad, that's what I tell people when I talk to them about it. I'm first of all, it's not what you think it is, and it's not what people say it is. All you just got to get a couple things set up, and you don't have, there's a lot of apps and banks have practice modes. You don't even have to use real money. And then when you do use real money, you can just try like $100. You don't have to like, so it's like, but yeah, people are scared of it. They're terrified. See, all I knew before was Michael Moore, and he was like against the stock market. It's gambling. It's horrible. You lose all your money. So it's just like, that's all I knew in the past.
Well, I think the people need to realize that when the stock market crashes, the value of your portfolio goes down, but it doesn't mean you've lost your money. You've lost some value on your assets, absolutely. And you can balance that out by just buying more during a bear market. It's as simple as that. Your average cost goes down if you buy things on the dip.
But it goes the other way too. Like I got this coworker, he bought like some expensive condo or something, and he's always telling me, "Oh, this is how much it's worth now." It's like I just made this amount of money. I'm like, you didn't make anything because you haven't sold it. It's like it can go up 50%, and you don't see a dime of that until you sell it. Like he keeps trying to make me feel bad because he's got this expensive condo. I'm like, the only way you make money off of this is you have to move. You have to leave your neighborhood and find another neighborhood, or else you don't get paid. I'm like, my dividend stocks, money comes in, I never have to sell anything. So I don't know. He stopped talking to me, but he was trying to impress me with his condo.
I mean, he could turn his condo into a productive asset if he just, leases it out to somebody, rents it out or whatever.
Yeah, I told him that. You can rent it out, but then you got to move. It's like none of my dividend stocks force me to move anyway.
Yeah. No, without a doubt, dude. It's like, and the thing is, you know how they say you don't talk about money at the dinner table or whatever?
Yeah.
That is precisely why our generation's so fucking poor.
Last Christmas in California, I tried to bring stuff up with people. And like, most people there are sort of okay, but then there's some other ones, like my stepmother's son is going through a divorce or something, and he hasn't got anything. My half brother in the desert doesn't have anything. I got him to download like M1 Finance app or something though, but I don't know what he's doing with that. But it's like, that's what I mean. Like they don't really talk about it, and no one really brings it up with them. And just like, I guess because like there's places like in England, you're not supposed to talk about money at all. That's the culture there. If you do, people are like, it's really rude or weird, and you're not supposed to. It's just like, I don't know, I guess so, but it's just, but it depends on the person. Like people at Christmas, a lot of them are kind of wealthy, but it's like, I think that's the way Jim Goad was kind of too, not so much wealthy, but it's a weird thing to bring up money, but it's just like, and I was kind of like that in the past, maybe, I don't know, but even rich people, like, you talk a lot about money, you can tell they probably weren't rich at some point. That's that's why it's still like on their minds.
Well, it's just like, I look at it like this. It's like, I still don't understand why it's even a forbidden topic, because we talk about every other aspect of our lives at the dinner table. Think about it. We talk about, oh, I see you're dating somebody, or we'll talk about love life, for God's sakes. But for some reason, money's off the table. Like, I've never understood that. It's just like, and also I think it's good to talk about financial topics, because if you are in a shitty situation, sometimes it's good to talk it out with the people you care about the most, as long as they're not being pieces of shit about it, And I break that cardinal rule all the time, actually, at my family gatherings. I'll be like, yeah, I'll talk about finance at the dinner table. People will be like, my family's usually just not a big fan of that, but I'm just like, I don't care. I got nothing to lose. Like, I told my family, it's like, I love you guys, but if you guys stop talking to me because I talk about money, then maybe I shouldn't talk to you guys either. That's what I said. And it's just like, I'm not out to be liked. I think that's the thing. I'm not out to be liked. I'm out to spread a message. Get your shit together. I'm like a more masculine Jordan Peterson. I'm like, no, just kidding. Clean your fucking room. Clean your goddamn room. Like,
yeah, even with young people, it's like the only discussion that comes up is, am I buying a car? Are you going to buy me a car? Am I have to get student loan? Am I paying for college? Am I getting a condo? It's like that kind of thing. Not once does it seem to ever come up like, what stocks am I getting? What stocks are you helping me buy so I can retire? Like, but people already talk about that in their like late teens, kind of early 20s. But
yeah.
Like, no, it said like in my office, everyone's getting tattoos. Like they're getting like Like, what is with all these tattoos and piercings and trips everywhere? It's like, what do you got saved up for when you're like 62? You know?
I honestly, here's the thing. I think the reason that people go to all these things and do all these crazy certain things like tattoos and stuff, I blame watching too many movies and watching too many bad TV shows, you know, bad movies and bad TV shows. Like, I don't know. I'm not a tattoo guy. I'm kind of a dork now that I think about it. I don't really do anything that's like, I mean, I do interesting things, I guess. I like to play music in public at random places. Like I'll actually like I haven't done this with my keyboard yet, but I used to take my acoustic guitar out, right? That's an experience playing music for strangers. Like I'll go to the boardwalk, I'll go to like just anywhere, and I'll just start, you know, with my gay voice sounding like this, you know, the whole time. But like I'll do like really stupid music anyway. What I'm trying to say is people are so obsessed with putting shit on their bodies and spending a lot of money when the real thrill is finding experiences that you don't have to spend money on.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, people gave me money actually because they thought I was a broke meth head when I was playing my acoustic guitar. It was awesome. Like all I did was I put up my little hat. I put out a tiny little hat on the ground just to see if people would actually pay me money, and people actually gave me like dollar bills and shit. I was like, holy shit. I ended up giving it to a homeless guy though, but it's just like, it was cool though. It was dope as shit. People actually gave me money. I was like, for playing music, and I was like, this is cool. You know,
yeah, I mean, there's so many things, you know, so many. I remember I had this one professor who I think she had a kid or whatever, and she lived in a townhouse with her husband. And she made the point to me, you know, even having kids isn't what they say it is. It's like not as expensive because people throw out numbers like, oh, here's how much you're going to pay to have a kid. It's going to be like $300,000 for like until they're 18 or something like that. Yeah. It's like, not really. It's like if you do a lot of stuff that's free, like you get books out of the library, you go to the park. Yep. It's not like what they say it is. So.
Shop at Goodwill. Fuck. Get kids clothes from the Goodwill, for God's sakes. I don't know.
Yeah, she does that. She does
garage sales.
Like that, but yeah, like she's kind of a hippie, but it's whatever. You know, just do that. Like Kevin Nash, the wrestler. You remember Kevin Nash? Like he was in the NWO. He's like the tall guy.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was Nash and Hall, but he's like I mean, he invests a lot, but he also lives really cheaply too. Yep. Like he gets a lot of royalties from movies he's done and action figures and crap like that. But he's basically retired wrestling because his knees are kind of gone. But he says him and his wife live like unbelievably cheaply. Like my guess is he might have like 10 million or something in the bank, but see sexy Jay.
I'm edging to you guys. Well, I'm very honored, you know, honestly. So I'm just speaking of edging, by the way, we're gonna get really gay here in a second. So OnlyFans. Do you think I should be ashamed of myself for having an OnlyFans account?
How many posts have you done? Just one?
Jules, okay, so I made it free, but certain videos, so you can subscribe to my OnlyFans and see my free posts, but the ones that cost money, like I got one where I'm wanking it for you pay $25 and you get to see me whack it off. I'm not proud of any of this. Like actually I kind of am. I'm sort of ashamed, but I'm also just like, fuck yeah. It's a very mixed bag of emotions. I feel like a slut.
I don't know, you might have to charge more. I don't know.
I could make the jerk off video like $100. I don't know. $50 at least. That would pay for my
I can't even find you on
for 2 months.
What's your OnlyFans again? What's the address?
Oh, just onlyfans.com/Michael Garza. Yeah, I'm proud. Dude, nobody snagged Michael Garza's. I am the only I am the official Michael Garza. There's other Michael Garzas out there, but none of them beat me to the chase. There's no other Michael Garzas doing OnlyFans, I guess. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I didn't even know you had. I didn't know you had an Instagram. Let me see.
Yeah, I got Insta. I don't really do much on the Instagram though, dude. I don't do shit.
I have you on X. Sometimes I retweet your posts.
Oh, you got me on X?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I'm losing you a little bit. Hold on, let me adjust my headphones real fast.
I was actually supposed to do a live stream on X talking about David Lynch movies, but the guy doesn't seem to get back to me. So I don't know.
Oh crap! Hold on, I'm having trouble hearing you, bud. Hold on, it's a technical issue on my end. Okay, I can hear you better now.
Yeah, I was supposed to actually do a different live stream with some guy talking about David Lynch movies, but it doesn't seem to write back to me. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd charge more for the OnlyFans, but I don't know. Because like think about the price of baby oil is probably up because of Diddy. It's like
I was thinking about doing one like right before I take a shower. Like I was thinking about like rubbing baby oil on myself, like naked or something like that, and just like making it a very ominous video, like just me looking at the camera on a tripod, just like.
You need to combine you need to rub baby oil on a frozen pizza, like start combining stuff like that, and make it like food and like Diddy. It's like a Diddy pizza. Call that video Diddy Pizza.
Oh my god.
And then go outside, set it on fire. Like baby oil is probably flammable. And then throw it through the air like a disc, and it'll be like a Coos Bay UFO sighting. And then you could have like film that you're doing Coos Bay UFO sighting. It's a flaming baby oil pizza.
Oh god, that's too good. That's too fucking funny.
See, dude, this is what Jim Goat should be coming up with, ideas like this.
Dude, you like Coos Bay News? You love Coos Bay News?
I haven't looked at it. What's new on it?
So, pretty close to where I live, like pretty close. There was a bust, like a big bust, like cops all from around the area, Eugene, cops from Medford, I think it was Medford, but there was a whole SWAT team, by the way.
I see it. It says man arrested after high-speed pursuit and SWAT standoff.
And it was crazy because he was at basically a drug house that's pretty close to where I live. And it was wild. Like, dude, I could hear like they did some crazy shit. Like they pounded through the door. It was wild just to see. I was able to see a lot of what happened. They were out there for a while though, the cops and everybody, and they had a megaphone too. Come out, your mother is worried about you, that sort of thing. Like, and it's like, it was wild. I've never.
Yeah, it looks like a drug house. It's a trailer on the property.
Yeah, it's an absolute fucking drug house, dude. And it's like, I actually drove by it today just to see the whole front doors busted in. It's like it's just wide open. I think anybody can really just walk in at this point, but I don't think anybody should because you probably get shot on spot because I'm sure there's people like fucking squatting in there right now and just fucking, I don't know. I could do a live video where I just run into the house and be like, hey guys, you got any Coke? But,
what, you should walk in like with your camera and be like, what were those things that people have the camera? It's almost like a selfie stick. But you're carrying like a camera on it?
Like a selfie stick, yeah.
No, just walk in, just start filming stuff. Just like, hey, don't mind me. It's just for the internet. I got a YouTube channel. Just walk around.
I would love to do, what I want to do is I want to modify one of my shirts to have an inverse pocket. So check this out. An inverse pocket that fits my specific Google Pixel 8, right? Do the measurements. And then there's a little tiny hole for the camera. And then it would be pretty fucking obvious, to be honest, now that I think about it, that there's a fucking brick phone in my fucking, but you'd see like a little camera. But I could do a hidden TV show and be like, hey guys, nothing to see here. Look, I'm just here to I'm looking for my buddy. I don't know. Do you guys can I buy one weed from you guys, please?
That's so funny.
No, I would just be like the worst. It'd be so fucking obvious. It's
just
funny.
Be like, just tell him, be like, hey, I got fentanyl, but I need something to like put with it. Do you have like some crack or something like with the fentanyl?
It's funny because the first time I started playing basketball near the skate park, 3 of the skaters basically thought I was a cop.
Yeah,
it's the funniest thing in the world. And I was like, dude, you guys think I'm a cop? Are you serious? It's like, I was like, hey, go for it, man. If you guys think I'm a cop, fine. But it's like a pretty fucking fat cop is what I told him. But it was pretty good, though. It was pretty funny. But
yeah, Coos Bay News. I should just see what else I missed. Coos Bay the World. Uh-oh.
But yeah, the SWAT thing. There was 2 drones in the air. There was
really?
the Coos Bay Police. The Coos Bay Police Department has access to drones, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure they use the drones to figure out if, like, anybody was in the backyard trying to escape or whatever. It was just a wild situation, man. Wild.
Yeah, so someone died in a house fire in North Bend.
Whoa.
That might have been last month though, or something.
Oh, okay.
Woo, man. Yeah, Coos Bay. Where are we? I'm trying to find it on my screen. There we go.
Oh,
yeah,
Chill Code 666, dude. Oh my God. It says, like your boyfriend pounds your ass.
Who? What?
Chill Toad 666 says, like your boyfriend pounds your. I don't know what he's talking about in context, to be honest, but it might have been a response to my pounding through the door. How they pounded through the door, and he was like, "Yeah, likes your boyfriend." God damn it! I'm trying to figure out the context of that comment, but
Chill Toad, link in the description. You can join the stream.
Yeah, dude, get in the stream. I could be like art.
I'm surprised how many people don't. I'm surprised how many people don't want to. Like whenever you put it on, almost no one joins.
Dude, the link is right there. Like if anybody, it's right in the description. Anybody can join in, and I will allow them as long as they're not butt ass naked. If I see that there's any wieners or potential for wieners, I'm like, all right, you're not coming in.
What's that thing they do on Omegle? They get you to say different words, and then it turns out like you said the N-word or something. They've like recorded it. I've seen that. They've done it. They do it to like teenagers.
Yeah, it's just like when somebody put in what was it, gape, and then horn. If you say gape horn,
yeah, they try and do stuff like that.
I love that shit, dude. That shit's so fucking great. Oh, go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
I think I got bit by a spider. Ooh. It's like right here. I noticed it this morning. Like it feels like I have like a rash or a sunburn on sort of part of my back and arm, but there's nothing on my skin. So I think a spider bit me in my sleep, and I've got like venom under there. Because I've been bit a couple times before in my sleep. It happens like once every like 6 or 7 years, and I can feel it's just kind of like a sting. Like it would be like a rash, but there's nothing. There's nothing on my skin. Like there's no rash or anything. So I think it's under the skin, and you can't even tell because they're tiny spiders, and they've got like you can't even see where they bit you. One time it bit me on my knee, and I actually saw the 2 little holes. But it's like anyway, it's been weird all day. I've been like, I don't know. I hope it goes away. It's been annoying, but feels like it's kind of a burning sensation, but you can't do anything about it. Like people get bit by, you can go to the hospital, like you can get it drained. But I'm just like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. See if it goes away. But it's just funny because it's like I don't see any spiders. I've been looking for spiders all day. My house, I can't find them.
Well, how you feeling at the moment though? You feeling all right? Like
yeah, it's just like a slight kind of burning sensation, like under my skin. Like it feels like there's a rash, but there's not. There's nothing like on my skin. I don't know. It's so I'm like that must be a spider. I assume it's a spider. Maybe some other bug bit me, but it's like the middle of winter. It's like -11 out. And it's like there's no bugs anywhere. They're all frozen. So.
Well, I was gonna say some spiders do find their way.
Yeah.
They'll try to go into your place for warmth. So if they find that there's a warmer spot than where they're at, they'll go there. So that makes some sense that they would if there is a spider in there. But hey, spiders are tough to find sometimes, dude. They hide really well. Spiders can hide very, very well. So don't underestimate.
I had one hiding in my house. You know those old like phone outlets where you plug your phone cord into the wall when it was like landlines? I had a spider hiding in one of those. It would just like pop out. It would see you and run back in. But it was eating a lot of bugs right by my front door. Like it was eating like a lot of. So I just left it. Yeah. Now I haven't seen it like a few months. So I don't know where it went. But it was got a buddy though. But
it was wild, man. Yeah, I mean honestly, because nobody really uses those fucking. It's funny. I haven't had a landline. I can't remember the last time I had a landline. I've never even actually had a landline before. Now that I think about it, only my parents have had landlines, and I've only just ever had a cell phone, and that's it. Just my phone, and that's about the extent of it.
Yeah, I haven't had a landline in a while. I get one, but I don't get a ton of calls. So. But yeah, Buzzard. We're talking about Buzzard. That's the thing is like so much of the world is a scam, and he's scamming, but he's just sort of like playing along with the others. Like even he gets scammed. at the convenience store, the guy like takes his $5 and doesn't give him the right change.
Yes. Oh my God, that scene pissed me off because I was like, damn it. I was like, even though he's scamming big corporations and stuff, like he's still technically somebody who has more to lose than anybody else. And it's just like it sucked to see that scene because I'm feeling bad for the dude. Like, damn it. Like, you've done a lot of scamming yourself, but at the same time, it's just like you kind of still feel bad for him, because I don't know. He's definitely.
But I think you have to have a little bit of that mindset in life that, like, look, everything's a scam. You're just trying to get you don't have to go around committing crimes or whatever. But every once in a while, like, something's going to happen where you're going to like bend the rules a bit on something. And the thing is, you can't feel bad about it when Chelsea Clinton's getting a free mansion just because of her parents. And she's got other stuff too. Like, she got an entire job at like ABC Network or something to do like documentaries that I don't know if she like barely did. So that was probably another few million. So it's just like,
wild.
That's what I mean. These people like we just had at the hockey game tonight in Vancouver because there's some like Invictus games going on here. So Prince Harry from Harry and Meghan Markle was here. And he dropped like the ceremonial face off and everything. That's another guy. Like, So I mean, like Meghan Markle got a reality show on Netflix, and even that's fake. So that's like she's in a fake house. It's not hers. It's her cooking for. I think it's just people who are like hired to play her friends or something. I don't even know. It's probably not even her pets in the show. So I mean, so many things are a scam. But that's the thing. Like, I work for the government, so I'm always telling people, my job's fake. But when you break it down, so are a lot of things. A lot of things are fake. So it's just like, where does it begin? Where does it end?
Yeah, for me, I think it's I think some things are created out of genuine love and care. And then I think some things are created out of a bad place. It just depends on the people behind whatever you're getting into. So I'll give you an example. Obviously there's profit motive in anything that's done.
Hang on, shout out to Tish Lee. Thanks for the compliment. Oh. Tish Lee, link in the description if you want to join.
Yep, if you want to join Tish, you got it. I know that Tish is Tim's number one fan, though, if I remember right. It's Tim's number one fan. And by the way, you guys want to see my degenerate bets? There's some bets here. Hold on, I'm betting.
You bet on the Super Bowl?
No, I'm betting on hockey games. I'm actually there's. Hold on, it's actually probably too blurry to see. But here's some I think this one's a hockey game. Hold on. Is that a hockey game? Oh, yes. So Colo, I bet, would win this match right here. Damn it, it's not focusing properly. Hold on. Yeah, you guys won't be able to read that properly. But so Colo versus San Felipe. I bet $3 that Colo will win. I bet.
Who the hell's Colo?
Fucking no clue. All I know, the odds are in their favor to win. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do $3.
San Felipe. It's probably Colorado versus San Jose or something.
Dude, I'm literally like finding random hockey games from random hockey leagues, and I'm just like throwing down $3 bets. Basically, it's ridiculous. It's working though, because I'm basically like betting on the most likely outcomes that'll happen. And, it's not a guarantee by any means, but if you have a ton of different bets that are small time, like $2 to $3 to $1, it works out, shockingly.
Ooh, isn't the Super Bowl tomorrow, though?
Yes, I am afraid to bet on that one because
you need to do some of those prop bets. Like, how like Vegas or Polymarket will let you bet on stuff? Like Kendrick Lamar's the halftime show. And like you need to bet if he's gonna do like a satanic outfit or something. Like they have different stuff you can do on Polymarket.
It's too good. Like Polymarket's actually got tons of prop bets. That is kind of cool. Actually, let me look at those. Let me look at those bets right now. Actually, let me go to Polymarket.
Yeah, look at Polymarket Super Bowl. See what's going on.
Love Polymarket, man. It's the greatest.
My mouse got weird. I'm plugging it back in. I'd move it around. It just kept resizing the screen. I think I messed up somewhere. Oh, it's still doing that. Yeah.
All right, let me see here. Poly Market. Let's take a look-see. Oh, here's a Super Bowl bets. All right, what do we got here? Which companies will run ads during the Super Bowl? Interesting. So there's actual money being placed on that. No way. That's insane. Super Bowl MVP. We got Patrick Mahomes. Hell yeah. It is 44%. Saquon Barkley, 25%. Jalen Hurts, 22%.
Are there any Taylor Swift ones on there?
Let's see. Who will attend the Super Bowl? Taylor Swift is 100%. Jason Kelsey, 99%. Donald Trump, 99%. Who's the least likely? Joe Biden at 1%. Barack Obama, 3%.
That was Kamala's election night thing. It was down to 1%.
JD Vance at 13%. Danny DeVito at 19%.
I'd do that. I'd do JD for 13. But you know what? Maybe not, because I think they keep them separated. Because if one gets killed, like they like them separated. So.
Ooh, Kendrick Lamar's first song. All right. Hell yeah. Let's see. First touchdown scorer. It's pretty baked. Let's see. What else we got? How long will the national anthem performance be? 80 seconds, 80 to 90. Damn, they got like every single random little scenario here. Are you excited for the Black national anthem? I guess they're supposedly doing the Black national anthem, which is...
Don't they do that at all the games now?
I think so.
They do it at all the games. See, it's different though. Like in U.S., you guys don't really broadcast a lot of your national anthems like in the regular season. Like a lot of like baseball, football, NBA, they won't like it. But in hockey, they show them like for some reason before the game. You get the national anthem like every single time on TV.
Yeah, I think it's cool, man. I think it's cool they do it. I don't know. I think that not the Black. I think the Black national anthem's pretty racist, to be honest. But I think any sort of anthem that celebrates a single race is kind of. I don't know. It just seems ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, like if I saw like a white national anthem or an Asian national anthem, Mexican, you know, like any of them. I should say every country. But like let's say like for, I don't know, it's just weird. Just like, hey, if your skin color is black, here's the Black national anthem. That just feels weird. It feels wrong. It feels dumb. Like, hey, if your skin color is white, here's your national anthem. It just feels weird. I don't want it. I don't think black people want the Black national anthem, to be honest. I don't think even they want it. They're like, no, you guys can just. I'm pretty sure a white person invented the Black national anthem.
Like if you're gonna split up stuff by race, it just seems weird that they would pick a national anthem. The whole point of it is that, hey, everyone's at the game. We're all gonna have the same song. It's just like yeah, I can even understand. Okay, different food booths, like people like different foods. You'd have like a Mexican thing. You could have like there's stuff that I guess if you wanted to, if you're trying to split stuff up, like I guess you could tell them, hey, we're gonna have Kendrick Lamar and then we're gonna have a country singer because then you guys. You know. But it just seems weird that the national anthem would be one of those things. The whole point of it is that it's like a single country and that's the songs. Yeah.
I think what they need, if they're going to have a racial national anthem about race or whatever, I make it about the human race. You know, everybody's involved, right? And that's what it could be called, is everybody's involved. Because everybody's involved. Oh, Everybody, I'm thinking of I'm trying to come up with some sort of stupid, like the human national anthem. It's like, we're all human. That's what we got in common. Oh, I'm gonna rub my nipples on everyone. You know, that sort of shit. I
Do that one from the 80s where all the celebrities like feed the world or whatever. They did like that. Just like do something like that. Or you know what they should do? Remember when Hillary ran? They had that "This Is My Fight" song. Like, maybe they can do something like that.
Oh man, dude! Everything the left does is beyond cringe. It's at another level. It's on another level. It's hypocrisy. It's cringe. It's
that Hillary one. They had that. It's still online, by the way. They never took it down. It's still on the Democratic Party's YouTube channel. And then the other one was Lena Dunham did that sensual pantsuit video like a couple days before the election. That might have actually cost Hillary the election.
Yeah.
It was rough though.
Hold on one second. But yeah, just my girlfriend and her mom just got back from gambling. They just got back home. At least they were gambling over. They also went to like Red Lobster in Eugene and shit. The place is the tits. Dude, Red Lobster is pretty good. I decided not to go because honestly, it's kind of more of their time, and I've just been kind of stressed out. So I've just been like, yeah, I'm gonna. It's nice to have some alone time, to be honest. Because
I don't know if we got Red Lobster up here. We don't have a lot of like discount seafood places, or like we don't got like we had this place called Joey's Only. I don't know if you guys had Joey's Only, but it was fish and chips and stuff. It was kind of like a Red Lobster. It was like popcorn shrimp.
Never heard of that in my life. It must be a Canadian thing.
I think they're gone. I haven't seen one in like a few years. So we don't really have like we've got seafood at our restaurants, but we don't have like Red Lobster, and we don't have like the same chain steakhouses. Like you guys got like what do you got? Outback Steakhouse. You got.
I've never actually been to an Outback Steakhouse. I know of them, but never been to one. At least I don't think. When I can recall.
What's the other one? Not Outback, but you got like you guys got a few of those.
Applebee's.
We don't. Yeah, you got Applebee's. And there's some other ones, but we don't have those anymore. We used to have Sizzler.
Sizzler, dude. Yeah. Yes, we had a Sizzler. I love Sizzler.
Are those gone?
I think all of them might be. Our Sizzler's now basically a gas station. So they turned it into it's a gas station / like big old convenience store. It's a huge convenience store, by the way. It's big. Like I haven't been in it yet, but I need to. I've been meaning to just to see what they have in there. It looks awesome.
Have you heard Patton Oswalt's bid on steakhouses?
No.
I wonder if I could find that. That was hysterical. He does a funny steakhouse bid. Let's see. My computer's my keyboard's all messed up.
Oh no.
I can't. It's like it's not letting me. Here, let me try this. Let me try a different thing here. Is this working?
Trying to plug in another keyboard or something.
Yeah, every time I press them, it's making me open another window.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me see if I can find. Yeah, it's not letting me. Anyway, just go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Type in Patton Oswalt steak. It's maybe like a 90-second video or something. There's one that has like he put like pictures to everything.
Let me see here. Patton Oswalt steak. Let's see. Is it Patton Oswalt Black Angus steak video?
Yeah, share that. Put that.
Okay. Well, is it actually him in it, or is it just like him talking about it?
It's talking, but I think he puts images like they're just
okay. Stuff. Yeah, I think I just found it. There we go. One moment.
Play that. It's hysterical.
Let me share this.
Black Angus is the one I was trying to remember.
Present it here. We'll do an analysis here. Give me 1 second, though.
Like there's no music, and it's just some like images some guy got off a Google image or something. It's funny though.
Chrome tab. Here we go. All right, let's take a look-see.
Yeah, turn it up, play that.
Give me 1 second, though. There we go. All right, let's...
I'm getting a steak. I'm going, when I fly back to LA tomorrow, I'm going to the Buggy Whip restaurant and getting a giant fucking steak. You heard me. I enjoy steak too much because I hate hippies so much. You know what I mean? I enjoy it more than I think I actually enjoy it. Every time you eat a steak, like a hippie's hacky sack goes down the gutter. And you're like, oh, man. Oh, dude, what the fuck, man? Every time you eat a steak, a hippie's hacky sack goes into the sewer. Always remember that. And I'll go to Lowry's and Ruth's Chris, the really high-end steakhouses, but I'll go to the shitball steakhouse. I don't care. Outback, Black Angus, I'm there. It's steak. Not so much Black Angus, though. Because remember how friendly the ads for Black Angus used to be? They're like, come on in, have a steak. How about a baked potato? You're like, fucking, how about, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night. Table for two, $7.15. Now, the ads for Black Angus, have you noticed how it's turned into this gauntlet of angry food? It's like they're almost like challenging you. Like, at Black Angus, we'll start you off with our appetizer platter featuring 5 jumbo deep-fried Gulf shrimp served on a disc of salted butter with 15 of our potato bacon bombs and a big bowl of pork cracklings with our cheese and butter dipping sauce. You're like, we're all going to split that. Oh, you'll each get your own. Then we'll take you to our mile-long soup and salad bar featuring bacon and cheese cream soup and our 5 head of iceberg lettuce He-Man salad served in a punch bowl with 18 pounds of ranch dressing, pork stuffed deep-fried croutons, and what the hell, a couple of corn dogs. Hey, man, I'll tell you what. I'll get like a mixed green salad. Hey, I'll suck a cock on the Golden Gate Bridge before I bring you a mixed green, buddy. What? Then we'll wheel out our bottomless trough of fried dough. What? Wait a minute. Am I getting a steak? Oh, you'll get a fucking steak. Because then we'll bring out our 55-ounce Los Mesa He-Man steak slab, served with a deep-fried pumpkin stuffed with buttered scallops and 53 of our potato bacon bombs. Oh, dude, I don't think... And then bend over, Abigail May, because here comes a gravy pipe. What? Black Angus, doors are locked from the outside, faggot. But, no, when did I... At Black Angus, your name is Peaches.
Damn, dude. Damn. That was pretty good, actually. Holy shit.
It's a Patton Oswalt classic.
That's like back in the day when Patton Oswalt wasn't trying to be woke and shit. Damn.
You haven't heard from that guy in a long time. I don't know what he's doing. He got a little... Gavin thinks he killed his wife, so...
I remember hearing that theory, and I remember Gavin explaining it too. It was a pretty, Gavin's pretty convincing about a lot of his theories, but I love Gavin, but he is pretty good at being like, I don't know. He's just funny. I need to start watching. He's still doing censored TV, right? Like he's still
doing it. Josh Lacash just left. The thing is, apparently he's changed his pay structure on how he's paying people, and Josh Lacash didn't like it. So he left, but Josh Lacash is trying to do like a Gatorade thing. He has a new drink called Sport Drink. And he's trying to like promote that or something, or he's involved in the company. So I don't know. Maybe he'll go. But he was on Gumroad before, which is like kind of a Patreon for people who've been banned from stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll go do that. But there's people are coming and going all the time on that channel. But right now, it's some guy named Matt. He does the Off Topic show. I don't know where this guy came from, but he used to be in Los Angeles. And he's been doing, he started off doing 30 minutes a day of just, funny videos off the internet and news and stuff. Now it's, 2 hours every day with this Matt guy. So, he's been cranking them out. And Ryan Katsu-Rivera has left the show. They've changed
Ryan's gone?
Yeah, but here's what happened. He's trained some new guy to be the new Ryan. I don't think he's officially left yet, but he's like maybe going to leave next week because he's still there helping the new guy. What happened is because he lives in New York, and Ryan has like a new kid, and the thing is, he doesn't want to give the kid any vaccines. So the thing is, in the state of New York, say if your kid's supposed to get a vaccine at like 8 months old or something like that, or however old, then and you don't give the kid the vaccine, it sets off an alert in like the New York State healthcare system, and then like they go and investigate, and they can like take your kid away. So what he's doing, he's taking his wife and his 2 kids, and they're moving to like he's gonna work for Sam Hyde, wherever Sam Hyde is. Like Sam Hyde's in, I don't know, who knows, Ohio or something. So they're going there, so that just so he doesn't have to get his kids vaccine.
Damn, dude.
So he might be gone for like, I don't know, a couple of years until like all the vaccine stuff is over, and then they'll probably move back to New York and rejoin Gavin.
Damn, dude, that actually is wild to me, dude. I thought it was another one of those situations. I don't know. Do you remember when Ryan Fake left as the producer? Like he basically fake quit, and then and they had what's his nuts on there. God, who's that other guy? The guy, he's like an older dude. I can't remember what his name is.
Well, they had a guy who's from Gavin's bar, Joe Tonelli or something.
Tonelli, yes, Joe Tonelli. Yes, the moment you said his name. So Joe Tonelli was basically tasked with being the guy as the operations guy, and he's just like, and then Gavin gets pissed because it was like supposedly one of those like 24-hour streams or something. I can't remember. He's like, you know what? This is insufferable. I've already done this for like 20 minutes, and I don't think I could do it for another hour.
Yeah.
He just basically fires Joe. He's like, Joe, you're an incompetent boob. You were basically, and then what happens is so Gavin goes down and takes his smartphone doing the live stream, and then oh, here's Ryan Katsu Rivera looking at cakes down at this cake shop, and then they rekindle their relationship. It was a funny whole little skit they did. It was pretty good.
You're right. I remember that.
God, it's so funny, man. I love that show.
Yes, they got that. What is it? Thursday night they do the Cops and Robbers show with Matty Odell and 3 cops and Gavin. They all watch police videos. And did you see Matty's big blow up from a couple weeks ago? He almost like turned into a fist fight. It went off the air and he was screaming at the cops and throwing his hat. And it was because like Matty said that you can't be arrested for just the charge of resisting arrest. There has to be an underlying charge, and the cops are like, "No, you can be." And they got in this huge fight over it, and everyone was screaming. So Matty's still mad about that. It was funny.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's just different shows are popping up. There's that atheism guy, but it's still a good network. I'm still watching it. So. But now Billy Corgan's got a thing on what is it? Substack, where he's doing videos on there. So now he wants like $15 a month. So like I told myself no more subscriptions, but I might have to do this because the thing is, it's like, you know, all these people are all like, you know, they're almost 60. Who knows how long they're going to still be doing this or whatever. And it's like I don't really need more Billy. It's just more his opinion and thoughts on stuff and stuff like that. But maybe I'll do it anyway if it's only $15.
Well, dude, you're a big fan. You're a big fan of.
But I can see how people get caught up in these subscriptions, like Disney Plus, Netflix. Like Apple, whatever, Apple movie one, the freaking, you know, Spotify. Like I can understand how these start adding up to like $100 a month.
I actually do every month. I'll do a subscription audit.
Yeah.
Of like, what do I got? I don't have that many subscriptions. I do, and all of them are related to production purposes. So, for example, I pay like $20 a month for Chat GPT. Which helps me out in a lot of ways. I've been able to do a lot of, like, I came up with a betting strategy using Chat GPT. Like I was able to work with the AI, and we came up with a formula on how to have a low risk betting strategy that gave us, I wouldn't say compound returns over time, but returns over time due to likely scenarios. It was really kind of cool, actually, being able to do that with it. Anyway. So ChatGPT, $20. I don't have any streaming services. In fact, I think I'm going to use Tubi TV. That Tubi TV thing you sent I've never even really I heard about it, but like when I used it, it's great. They don't even really play ads that much. They play ads.
Yeah, it's sort of like they time the ads too, so it's not like right in the middle of someone talking. It'll be like when it's like a scene transition. So.
It's great. And then when the commercials happen anyway, I usually go to the sink and do a couple dishes while I wait for the ads to play.
That's the thing. That's why I don't get people paying for Netflix and Disney Plus. Like most of the people who have these things, like they're not like massive like movie buffs and all that anyway. They kind of just want something to watch. I'm just like, if that's all you want, there's more than enough great movies for free on something like Tubi.
Yeah.
And it's just like, like why would you have to pay for the other stuff? So.
And don't forget Pluto TV. Pluto TV is great, actually.
Yeah.
You watch tons of Star Trek episodes on there. Fucking tight, dude. It's like
there's lots of free stuff. So it's like, but anyway, Relaxer. Relaxer is a great movie. That's got to be your next review. Try and watch it before March or something. But see, I go back and forth in my head. What's better, Relaxer or Buzzard? Because it's the same actor, same director. I mean, Relaxer is probably the better movie, like probably better done. But I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say, but you were asking about like in Buzzard. I wonder if some of this stuff is like real stories from people they know and stuff like that. But like I know in Relaxer, there's a story where they asked the guy, like, because they talk about a couple times in the movie about how his dad got arrested at like a truck stop or like at a one of those like tourist rest stops for like sexually assaulting someone in the bathroom, like a child or something like that.
Jeez.
And they talk about it in the movie, and the guy sort of like it was a misunderstanding, like the son who's like the main actor, Joshua Bird. But apparently that's an actual story that happened to his dad that they put in the movie. And I don't know how it worked out. Actually, maybe I looked it up once. I might have found out like what happened with that.
Wild.
Because like I know his last name, but I can't remember. I think he actually was charged with something like that. So I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, that comes up in the movies.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. That's fucking wild.
Relaxer though, I lost my Blu-ray when I moved, so I had to rebuy it. And it's not cheap either, because it's like an indie movie. They don't have a lot of them. But anyway, I found and then there's like there's two versions, and they seem to be exactly the same, but in different cases. Anyway, I got it again. So I got it on Blu-ray. But yeah, it's free on Tubi. But it's a great movie though. You gotta check out that. I don't really recommend movies to people that much, but those are two that like I recommend.
Yeah. Oh damn, hold on. Let's see here. Checking out something real quick. So my mom's cat brought in this bird brought in this bird, and I guess the bird's okay now. Like they were kind of they're not too sure if the bird's hurt too badly, so they're just kind of keeping it, I think, nearby on the porch or something like that. But
yeah,
that poor little bird though, man, I got kind of like, I don't know, they might want to check on it, make sure it's not too injured. But like the cat actually like had the bird in its mouth, in her mouth.
Yeah, that could happen.
I mean, that's how cats are, man. Cats hunt birds all the time. But like, if you could save a bird, it's always preferable to try to save the little bird. But it looks like they were able to save the bird for the most part, so that's good.
Yeah, cats will go after stuff. You never know. They'll leave it. Sometimes they don't really know. Like they don't want to eat it. They'll kill it and they'll just leave it at your door.
Yeah.
Like I think that means they like you. That's what I heard. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, well, it's because they kind of like want to impress as well, the people who take care of them and all that. So they see you as a part of their herd, essentially. So it's kind of cool. Cats are interesting creatures, man. I like how independent they are for the most part.
I heard Snoop Dogg said that. He's like, I'm kind of more of a cat person, actually. But he gave the same reasons.
Oh, yeah. Well, shit, I probably should eat something here in a bit. I got my oven open. I got some deep dish pizzas I'm going to eat and probably veg out for a little bit. I might watch a little bit of the Relaxer though.
No, it's a great movie. It's like, again, it kind of captures a lot of what Buzzard does, that sort of world of, like, I don't know, out of work people playing video games and stuff, and just like random people showing up. But yeah, it's hard to describe. Like, like the synopsis is basically what it is.
Yeah.
But that's another interesting thing. Like, everything's retro. Like, this movie, it's set in like 1999. Y2K is coming, and they're worried the power grid's gonna. But he's playing Tony Hawk Skateboarder on N64. That's how the movie starts. And then his brother or whatever challenges him to, like, beat the Pac-Man score. Do you remember that documentary King of Kong, Fistful of Quarters, about trying to break the Donkey Kong record? And it had like Billy Mitchell and that other guy from Seattle, and he broke it, Steve Wiebe, and then Billy Mitchell broke it again. And anyway, because they in the movie there's a Nintendo Power magazine with Billy Mitchell on the front of it. But that movie had just come out. It was like King of Kong, Fistful of Quarters. That's a great documentary. That's probably on Tubi too. King of Kong, Fistful of Quarters. And it's like a battle over the Donkey Kong record. But anyway, challenges him to beat the Pac-Man. And then he's like, no, the old games are hard. I can't beat it. But anyway, it's wild. It's a journey. Y2K. Yeah, I remember Y2K. We didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, because everybody thought, oh shit, all the computers are going to get fucked. But it turned out to be one of the greatest scams. You guys remember how many things were being sold? You got to prepare yourself for Y2K. Here's how to protect yourself or whatever. I can't remember all the. Actually, hold on. I'm going to look that up real quick. Products.
They thought planes were going to fall out of the sky
to help with Y2K. Hold on. I'm so curious. I got to see what. Let's see. I want to look up Y2K specific products. Well, okay, the 12 best Y2K products. Okay, hold on. Wait, I think Y2K is a brand? Hold on.
No, Y2K is just year 2000. That's probably what the computers.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about, like, I think it's also a brand too, is what I'm saying. Like, I think because I keep seeing things for like this brand of Y2K. Like, I know Y2K was like because they thought like the computers were. I can't remember what even the root cause of it all was, but
okay. Yeah, they thought the power grid was going to go down, and well, you know what it was? Like, they thought it was going to mess up anything. What it was is a lot of airplanes and banks and stuff. And even like power grids, that were run by computers. They had software. Software that was installed in like the 80s and 90s.
Oh, right.
Or it was software that was installed in the 80s, and the dates for stuff in it didn't go over to the 2000s. It would just end at 99. Remember that?
Yes. And in fact, the term. Yeah, let's see. I'm actually looking up on Wikipedia too. Yeah. First, potential computer errors related to formatting and storage of calendar data for dates in and after year 2000. Many programs represented 4-digit years, with only the final 2 digits, making the year 2000 indistinguishable from 1900. Computer systems' inability to distinguish dates correctly had the potential to bring down worldwide infrastructures for computer-reliant industries. In the years leading up to the turn of the millennium, the public gradually became aware of the Y2K scare, and individual companies predicted the global damage caused by the bug would require anything between $400 million and $600 billion to rectify. A lack of clarity regarding the potential dangers of the bug led some to stock up on food, water, firearms, purchase backup generators, withdraw large sums of money in anticipation of anyway. Wow.
Yeah, that's where Relaxer is set. It's set like right when that's gonna happen.
That's so crazy, dude. So wild.
Yeah, in the movie, there's like the side character is hilarious. Like, there's some guy who shows up, this like friend, to like bring him this Pac-Man tape that's going to show him how to beat the game. That guy's hilarious. It's like some other like his like I don't know therapist. Anyway, so they come. There's these people who show up to fumigate his building. Anyway, you got to see Relaxer.
It does sound pretty cool, dude. I'm not gonna lie, it does sound pretty dope.
Well, cool, man, I gotta restart my computer so my mouse works. You know that little this button right here that like scrolls up and down.
Yeah,
but mine's not doing that. It's just zooming in and out on the page, and I can't get it. I can't get it to stop, and my keyboard's not working when I try and type.
If anything's like gunked up, hold on. Wait,
yeah, I think something got gunked up in the wheel.
Yeah,
I think there's like something in there. But anyway, that's not working. My keyboard, when I try and type something, it just opens another window. Like the letters aren't working. So I'm going to restart.
Yeah, definitely restart the system, man. I think there might be some weird input shit. Double check a few things, man. Anyway, I'll let you go. I'm gonna end the stream anyway. But man, I'll let you get back to it, man. Thanks for
good. Yeah, I'm watching the UFC pay-per-view. It's going to start in 30 minutes. So.
Oh, what a beast, dude. But hey, thanks for coming on, man. I always appreciate just shooting the shit with you on the show and just doing our usual routine of just talking about all sorts of random shit, dude. I enjoy it, dude. I get off to the shit. So
yeah, it was wild. Okay, give me a Relaxer update before March.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it in bits. I'm gonna watch it like 20 minutes, 30 minutes at a time, and then just kind of continue where I leave off. And that's kind of how I did it because it took me 3 days to not like didn't take me 72 hours to watch.
How bad is your ADHD?
Like, I don't know. I feel sometimes I feel like I got other shit I got to do, and it's tough for me to watch a movie. And,
yeah, I'm like that now too. Even when I watch a movie, I'm like checking the time. It's like
so like I'll watch a movie, like if it's just me watching the movie, like I'm the only one watching it, I'll watch it like 30 minutes at a time. So like I'll watch. That's how I did it with Buzzard. I watched the first 30 minutes. Actually, I watched the first 40 minutes, and then I watched kind of another 30-ish minutes, and then I watched the final 20 minutes. It's how I watch movies these days. So I'm gonna try to like watch it in bits, and I'm gonna take notes. I want to take notes on this one this time. Like things I notice, I want to like write down so I don't forget it.
That's too funny. Cool. All right. Well, I'll see you next time. I'm gonna shut down now.
All right, later, man.
I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, great! It's not letting me exit the studio.
Oh shit! Really?
I'm just gonna try closing my whole window and see if that works. All right.
Sounds good. Later, man. All right, that's our boy Tim Smith. We got Nathan Walker real quick. He's saying what's up. And then cats are worshipped in Egypt. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we just had Tim Smith. We talked about a lot of general finance topics, life in general. I talked a little bit about Bitcoin and betting against Bitcoin at the very beginning of this show. And I have a bit of a headache today. Yikes. Kind of a rough one, but oh man. But I will catch you all later. I'm out.